on the road. We are live with our friends from ConvertKit right now from the Treefort Festival with Ghost Funk Orchestra. Guys, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a total pleasure to cross paths with you guys. I'm very glad that we're here in this significantly larger space than we did it in last time.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, this time we actually felt comfortable doing the drum thing. You know, we were I'm amazed that we were able to pull off the no drums. It was definitely weird, but it was fun. It was like a fun challenge to do it the first time, but now this is what the band sounds like on a regular basis. So yeah. I'm psyched to finally get it written in stone.
You held the record for a while of the largest band that had ever been inside of that room, right up until Antibalas put like 14 people in there and a gong. It's like,
what?
Dude, how? Yeah, and it worked. And,
you know what? If anyone's going to top us, it was going to be Antibalas. There's too many of them. There's a lot of us, but like they're the reason we exist. So like, hats off.
We're about to share a lot of your music with our audience right now. There's two of them from the current record, An Ode to Escapism, and the third and the fourth song are going to be brand new ones on the forthcoming record. Comes out later this year. What do you want to do first today?
So this first tune is called Queen Bee. It is a song that is far too complicated for us to be playing it this early in the morning, but we're gonna give it a shot. So here we go.
Good morning. Thank you. I like your band a lot, man. I'm a fan of your band.
I mean, it's funny. I like the way that this came about, where I was watching the Say Shishi stream. You guys very, very nicely shouted me out, and I was like, yeah, I don't know. It was just like I was very flattered to hear my name mentioned, and then just reposting that little clip, and you reached out. It all came together in a really nice way. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, it was very organic, and we were very much in the middle of South by, and then I saw that Instagram thing come up. I was like, oh, dude, amazing. Do you want to do this in like 3 days? Like,
yeah,
dude.
And we have like a pretty jammed schedule too, so I'm glad we were able to fit it in because like we're doing 2 gigs later today, so we're kind of, I mean, thankfully everything is real close here, but we're running around.
Yeah.
So
yeah, well,
we got everyone up nice and early.
Yeah, thanks for spending your time with us here this morning. I've heard the one phrase, like 60s girl group on acid, is a fun phrase to say, and I see that associated with your band quite a bit. Psychedelic big band. Do you feel like with the new crop of songs, what direction, genre-wise or tonally, do you see it evolving?
I mean, it keeps changing a bit. The new stuff I've been listening to, like since the pandemic started, I started getting really into like exotica and weird old lounge music. So, you know, there's a lot on the newest record coming up. There's a lot of like the same sounds, but with like extra weird bells and whistles and like different weird arrangement stuff. So I've just been trying to like keep writing tunes that at the core of them are like soulful and groovy, but adding all these different arrangement ideas, because like having so many band members at my disposal, I can really try a lot of different stuff. So I'm just trying to like really beef up my arranging skills, but you know, the vocals still drive most of the tunes. There's more instrumental only songs on the next record, which was like sort of a byproduct of just being stuck at home and a lot of stuff being done remotely, and it made sense for me to just say like, maybe this song doesn't need to be a vocal tune. Maybe I can just like flex my writing skills and just let those be it. But the 60s girl group on acid was the best I could come up with when trying to come up with some kind of press release for Treefort. It's, people ask me to describe the band and I just can't. It's like, there's 10 of us, give it a listen. You tell me.
Yeah. You're going to be happy you did. I saw, maybe a year ago, I think it was during the pandemic, I saw a post of yours of a chart. I don't know if you're writing it for Ghost Funk or if it was for somebody else, but I remember there being like 78 parts in it or something.
Yeah.
It looked like I was looking into the Matrix. It's like, dude, what is Seth up to?
That was, I don't know. I'm a homebody. So like when the pandemic hit, I actually just kind of sprung into action. I was just like, I've got the studio here. I'm just going to make stuff. And as I kept making stuff, I started reaching out to people who I knew had remote setups to be like, could you contribute your instrument to this? And I just kept bringing more and more in. And what you're referring to, I did twice. I did a little remix of our label mate Ben Pirani's song, Can't Get Out Your Own Way. And I just sent a blast out to Instagram, like all the strings, all the horns, everybody who wants to contribute, has any means of recording themselves, let me know. And I sent out charts to everyone. They sent me stuff back and I made this big arrangement. And then when Bill Withers passed, I did like ground up arrangement of For My Friend from the Carnegie Hall record. And that one was even bigger because the cool thing about doing that project is it expanded my Rolodex of musicians immeasurably, like across the country, people that I'm now friends with. Some folks that we're actually playing shows with on this tour because I linked up during those projects. So it was like, it ended up being a weirdly beneficial thing to do these little quarantine projects.
Yeah, well, man, your hard work is very much appreciated. I really like what's happening here today, and we're about to hear a lot more, man. You're going to do another one off of An Ode to Escapism next, right?
Yep. This song is called Fuzzy Logic.
Dancing a always so stressed that I'm not going to clap on the right cue. You know, he like leads the clap, and I'm just like real anxious about it every time. You weren't lying. I do really have the best seat in the house right here. I felt like you were serenading me. You weren't making eyes at me, but I felt like maybe you were. His eyes were closed the whole time. But I get to drive the ship on this one. Very excited.
All right.
I have been asking a version of this question to pretty much everyone, and it's been really interesting to see how everyone's answered this a little bit different. But I'm curious to know what the best piece of advice that you've either been given or you've had or you have for other creators, other artists that's really impacted the evolution and ultimately the success of this project.
Yikes.
I know.
I guess it depends, because like if I was talking to somebody who is trying to make a project with this many people, my advice would be understand everybody's role, what instruments are important at what times, when some sections should be up front, when some should be in the back. Just like listen to recordings that have a lot going on and pick apart what makes them work and what's the element that draws you, because it's not going to be every instrument all at once. Like there's going to be certain sections where it's like, this is the horns, this is their time to shine, and everybody else is sitting back. Then there's parts when the guitars shine or the vocals. So I think, and I'm really just speaking to like this size organization, but being organized and just understanding how to function as a unit with sections and clear delineation, but just like as a unit where it's not just a cacophony, like know what everybody's strength is and play to that. And at the end of the day, you're always trying to service the song. There should be a song underneath. There's a lot of bells and whistles that add to it, and you can build it up and make it a big thing. But at the end of the day, the core of the song should be strong enough to exist with a few members as well as it does with a lot of members.
You answered that yikes real great. That was a great reply to the yikes. I love what you said about it's always in service of the song, and you have all these different people at your disposal who have different talents. And dude, I got nothing else. That was great.
Right on.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. I would love to hear more music. I think we're going to move into the brand new ones next, right?
Yeah. So this is uncharted territory. The next song we're going to do is from our upcoming record, first name drop. It's called A New Kind of Love. It'll be coming out on Coal Mine later this year. Shout out Terry Cole, Autumn, and all the crew over there in Loveland. Saw them a few days ago. But this song we're going to do is called Blockhead. I don't get the benefit of tuning or drinking water.
so nervous every time.
Yeah. I think I told you guys this last time, but it's been years. I'm waiting for that reverb to die out, or if there's a cymbal ringing or whatever. I want it to be done before we step on you with our clapping. I want to talk about Coal Mine. It's a lovely topic of conversation. I have yet to meet the people behind it, but I would love to. And we've just recently recorded with Say She She. We've Delvon Lamar in the past, and Kendra Morris. We got to hang out in Louis Armstrong's living room. And
is that where you filmed that one?
Yeah, dude, that's Louis Armstrong's
oh my
house.
God.
He was playing the piano, like his wife's piano. It was
I was trying to figure out where
location.
you guys keep moving around. I was like, I didn't know where the Kendra
studio
one.
on the road now.
Right
Yeah,
on.
that's it. That was in Queens though, so it wasn't too far on the road for us to get there.
Okay, but still.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's hard to get there.
Yeah, you've gotten
It's
gotten
way
a lot
out,
of
all
these.
the way out on the 7 train.
But yeah, you got a lot of the roster down on tape.
Yeah.
I mean,
So what has that been like to be a part of that family, and how that community has sort of supported you?
Man, it's awesome. They've been such a good label for us because, we were technically the second signee on the imprint Karma Chief, which, Coal Mine has been around for a bit, and, they've got their flagships like Durand was the flagship for a while, and they got Monophonics, Delvon, Surefire, Soul Ensemble. But Karma Chief has been the leg where Terry's bringing in acts that don't quite fit a very specific genre. Maybe are a little outside, a little different. Like, we do what we do. Then these guys like Rudy DeAnda, who does he's got like a little bit of a Chicano Batman thing going. M. Ross Perkins, Kendra now, and Say She She. It's just like there's a lot of very colorful, different stuff coming out, and it's definitely even though they're in Ohio, I've only met Terry twice in person and most of the crew, but there's such a support system between all the acts, even though we're spread so far out that we did a run with Monophonics last year, which was amazing. They gave us really the first shot we've had at going on the road. So that did a lot for us, just figuring things out and figuring out what we were capable of. And yeah, Terry's just been a champion of the band, and it's, it makes me want to keep working hard because I know that he's they're all cheering for us and they want us to keep making cool stuff. And it's that's all you really need, that support. And also the financial support of they're going to press up the records, master and everything. But everybody on the label's just been a cheerleader for us. So it makes it a lot easier and a lot more fun.
Good, man. Well, I'm glad that you connected with them. It does seem like there is something really special happening there. I've been a fan of literally everything that has come out of Coal Mine. Terry certainly seems like a champion of a human being to me, and I can't wait until we all get to sit down and have 3 beers together and talk about music.
Yeah, man.
Man, total delight. Thank you for being here. Your hectic day today. We've got one more brand new song coming up from the forthcoming record. What do you want to do last today?
So this last song is called Your Man's No Good. There is a version of it that's out in the world right now. We contributed. It was sort of a demo-ish cut for a compilation called Truth to Power that, shout out my friend Skin Wade in Dallas-Fort Worth area. He put together a compilation to benefit a lot of black-owned businesses that were struggling in the top of the pandemic. So we contributed Bad Bad Not Good and Dombey, all these artists, Leon Bridges. So that was I was psyched to be part of that. But this version that's coming on the new record is re-recorded. It's, fully fleshed out. So anyway, this is Your Man's No Good from New Kind of Love, coming out October at some point, I think.
No commitments.
treason grew. Bad roots from an evil seed. Disappointment was guaranteed. Just hope that you're prepared to kick that man in the corner if he doesn't treat you fair.
That was, Haley, did you catch that one? That was a clear signal. That hi-hat gave us the clear signal to start clapping, so thank you. For sharing all the new music, and thank you for sharing the current music. And remind us one more time, the name of the forthcoming record.
A New Kind of Love.
A New Kind of Love. Best of luck on the forthcoming release. We will very much stay tuned for when more details are available, and we'll just keep doing this, man. We're going to be doing this for hopefully our entire careers. We're just going to be on the road doing this thing, and we're just going to keep crossing paths, man. I'm a huge fan of what you guys do.
Thank you so much. Thank you for asking us to do it, by the way. Like, it was flattering enough that you shouted me out in the Say Shishi video, but then to get the DM from you, it's like, let's do a session. I'm like, man.
I thought it
on
was
day two of the tour, like, that's such a strong start. And we had such a good show last night, so it's like, whatever happens from here, we're just feeling good.
I thought it was because I was here. No?
That too.
Yes. Icing on the cake. Well, thank you guys so much, man. This has been amazing. Have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your Treefort.
Thank you. You guys too.
All right. And we did it. Yeah.